Now, last week we looked at the subduing warrior, and this week we're going to look a little closer at the filling wizard. And of the three roles, the subdue, fill, and rule roles that the Creator gave us in the Garden of Eden, the wizard is the character that we understand in stories as the filler. The wizard fills creation. Now, how does a human wizard fill creation? Well, the first creation is always a feeling. So we learn how to fill by feeling, because feelings fill the body and they prompt the body to act. So these filling feelings are always the intent of the wizard. That's how the wizard learns to fill. So all feelings are about filling the body and then moving through the body in order to fill the world around us. This is how the wizard works. And the ultimate intention, what the wizard is really going for, is the creation of wonder, to fill creation with wonder. And how is that done? By creating a feeling that fills creation. It goes through the body out into the world and it fills the world with wonder. So a wizard creates emotions that fill creation with wonder. Now let's take a closer look at the wizard's creation of a feeling. So where does a feeling come from? A feeling flows from somewhere, specifically from a thought. So the mind holds a picture, and then the heart creates a feeling based on that picture, and the intent is to make the body act so that it looks just like the picture that's in the mind. So the heart feels based on the picture in prompting the body to act the picture out. And that makes the heart flowing in between. Although it's nice to see, okay, you have a thought and then you have an emotion to prompt the action, the feelings move both ways. So when you take an action, there are emotional ripples that move back in, and that helps the mind improve the thought further. So feelings flow from thoughts towards actions, but they also flow in between both at the same time. So there's an idea of feelings flowing from, between, and towards. But it's important to understand that a feeling is never the beginning or the end. Your heart never wants to reach an end, and it never wants to have a beginning. It wants to stay in between, in this flow between the mind and the body, and just flowing back and forth and being the point of connection between the thought in your mind and the actions of your body. So feelings flow between thoughts and actions. So how do we fill then? How do we use emotions to fill? Well, the first place we want to look is the masculine wizard. Now, all men have the wizardly nature. There are certain men who are very gifted in the creation of emotion. But we need to distinguish how they're doing this. Remember, the man wants to play the creator's role. So how he does this is he fills creations around him. He fills the world around him, he fills people around him with emotions, but he keeps a very distinct line between himself and the creations that he is filling. So that's the masculine wizard. He's filling creations, but those creations are distinctly different from him. Why? Because he wants to show how the creator fills, and the creator fills by being the creator and then having creations that he's filling. So that's how the masculine wizard fills. But then we have to look at the feminine wizard. Remember, a woman wants to play creation's role. She wants to be the singular embodiment of all creation. So she doesn't fill other creations. She doesn't see a distinction between her and creation itself. She is creation. So she wants to fill herself, and thereby, since she's the summary of creation, she also fills everything by filling herself. And where do we learn these two art forms from? The eternal wizard, God the Spirit, who's very much like the wind. You can't see him. You don't know how he works. He fills human beings as he sees fit. And this is where human beings learn the filling arts from the eternal wizard, from the Spirit of God. So a wizard learns to fill from the wizard. So let's look at wonder. The first thing we see about wonder is that it's inexpressible, and this is why wizards love wonder, because they have the joy of trying to express something that's truly inexpressible, and that requires the wizard to continually expand the art forms of expression Why? Because you can never fully express it. And emotions are a great example of this. You can never fully express an emotion. And that's tantalizing to a wizard. It gives you this always exceeding challenge to go to the next level. And wizards love that idea. Creation also loves inexpressible wonder because there's always more there, because truly wonder is inexhaustible. When creation goes into this wondrous creation of the wizard, it's like there's no end. It almost feels infinite to the world around them. A true masterful wizard just fills the world with what seems like infinite emotional expressions, just filling all life with wonder. And the intent is an invitation. Wonder is invitational. It's pulling to creation. It's saying, come be with me. The wizard's inviting creation in. Why? Because the human wizard wants to pull all creation in and fill creation with the wonder that comes from the wizard, from God himself. So a wizard, a human wizard, fills wondrously, inviting creation into the wizard.